What's up, guys? It's my friend Eric and his friend New Cat. New Cat is a special variety of Persian. He's Persian rare. No, for real, guys, what's up? Welcome to the back porch. Land of pterodactyl. Land of... Hell yeah. Scouting for furniture in the trash. Classic activity of mid-20 to mid-30 folk. I don't want to clarify that as white, black, or brown. All I ever see is white people doing it because they're the only people who I see doing that. I'm trying to think. Like, me waiting is not me trying to bite my tongue about whether I see black or brown people scouting for furniture in the trash. It's mostly because I feel like I can't remember an instance of them doing it. Can't remember an instance of seeing anybody doing that. God knows I'm falling in love. I definitely need to trim this little mustache I've got going on and this beard. Oh, Lord. Wedding coming up. Hot wedding.
Hot wedding. Hot babes, hot dudes. Colorado, Dillon, Colorado.
Hell yeah.
When I walk out the door. Man, what have I been thinking about lately? Friends? Dealing with anger in the midst of pause. Pause in a good way. Pause in like finding an ability to say, whoop. And then moving on from there. And then moving on from there. And then moving on from there. I've recently, through those meditations and the memory palace, been able to get a lot of like emotional suppression and like I have this, you know how sometimes things come at you and you can go boink. I think it's like maybe a cattle guard or a the prow of a ship where like as emotion comes in you can like I've got a thing that now mentally I can use to just say whoop.
If you see a large ship passing you on the beach, get out the way.
I don't know what I'd call it, like a plunger, an emotion plunger, but it makes really delicious. Like I'm thinking of the plunger from the AeroPress.
I like to do it very quickly, and I like to do it right side up as opposed to inverted.
Hell yeah.
Delicious, caffeinated beverages. So smooth, so ripe, so good, so good.
But actually I've been off the coffee for about 22 days now, because today's the 22nd. Paid bills today. Been off the coffee for 22 days. Off the pot, off the booze. Feeling like you see how that like no, I feel good. Yeah. I'm almost done with Sauceless August. Designed a t-shirt for that long sleeve shirt, didn't get into it, didn't end up finishing it because it was like part of too many projects at the same time. You had to like, you know how that happens. Sauceless August coming to a close. Korea, we've heard back, and things are getting closer. We're a, quote, priority candidate for shifting over there come January, but also received a lot of invitations to weddings of people who are like super important. So have to figure out, by way of conversing with the Koreans, Korean versing.
Have to decide whether we are going to be able to either make it back for those things or whether we won't or don't. Either way, I don't know if it's Korea yes, weddings no, weddings yes, Korea no, Korea yes, weddings yes, which is ideal but also expensive, and do we need to dump that many gallons of paper money and, more importantly, oil into the ocean to go hither and thither to celebrate the love and life of ourselves versus others?
So this is episode on selfishness. How do you decide when something that you want to do is for you and thus important relative to the people who you are with? Let's stand at the balcony and talk. How's that? Just you and me. I'm not sure how to decide. I mean, it's important to do things that match up with your dreams. I think that I find myself doing things for other people's dreams or that other people want, and find myself able to easily rationalize that this is a kind thing to do, and that the kindness is like, it matches character traits, it betters someone's life, there's an immediate response to it that's good. You know, you see somebody happy, you see somebody look at you and thank you and all those sorts of things, but then over time that starts to wear thin, and you realize you need to do something for yourself.
Rise up and do something good for yourself instead of the begging.
And you know, whatever you want to define selfishness is, it's like you before others. And in this case, the most important person to me is Alyssa, and our relationship is very important to me, and I think that our relationship will benefit in the long run from traveling and experiencing things and being somewhere else where we can, you know, personally, financially, socially, culturally grow. This has been a really good time in Seattle, and I think it's kind of end of an era here. It can get really easy as we get older to stay in one spot and grow in that way, but we're not ready to root completely here. This is a really good option, and we've tested it out, and we know what it's like to live through 3 years. So shake a little bit of that off and see what comes of it. So, selfishness rating. A boog. One boog. One boog for selfishness. One boog for selflessness.
Hey, sure. Stop the begging, man. You make it look bad for the whole of it. If you see dog pass on the street, you come and talk about father, then all dog are your father too. Get up and do something for yourself. Hey. Rise up and do something for yourself. Rise up and do something good for yourself instead of the begging. Do something